What's up, Dolphins fans? Welcome to another episode of the Fins Tailgate. I'm your host, El Capitan, Chris Adams, and this is the tailgate party that never stops. And it's week 12, and it's against the Carolina Panthers. I've got a bunch of crap written all over the place. I'm going to kind of flip through and decipher it. I got some NFL picks. I got a bunch of crap. So, let's get right to it. Before we get to it though, guys, please hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. You got to hit it, and then you got to fill it in to put it on like colored in or whatever the heck it is. I think it says all. That's gonna let you guys know when I go live, and then hopefully once I get a couple kinks worked out, I can start taking live questions. If anyone comes on live right now and wants to talk, holler at your boy. But yeah, man, it's it's friggin' whatchamacallit. It's week 12. It's time for us to go against the Carolina Panthers, the Cam Newton Carolina Panthers at that, which is it's not unheard of, is it? It's a different team than it was at the beginning of the year. I don't know if I'd call it a more dangerous team, but we'll get into all of the things I think. As you guys can see, though, I'm wearing all my Canes stuff. The Canes won today. They beat the brakes off of Duke, 47-10. Heat won today. They beat the Bulls. It was 107-104. So all we need is the Dolphins to come through for us. So let's get right into it. I got some little bit of scouting report on the Panthers. I got a little bit of, keys of victory. And I think what we'll start with is the Panthers. So in the scouting report, now that they got Cam and, he played last week, we have to kind of make Cam throw the ball. And although those numbers from last week were pretty good, he had a 120.5 QBR. He was 21 of 27. He had 2 touchdowns. He had 1 rushing touchdown. He ran for 46 yards, an average of 4.6 yards a carry. But he only threw for like 189 yards. It's not dissimilar to what we've seen from Cam when he was in New York. He's still doing little dink and dunk stuff, and I'm not too afraid of Cam, but I definitely don't want this team to sleep on him. I don't think they should take him lightly. We need to keep him boxed in, keep him in the pocket, make him throw, things like that. But another key to this victory is Christian McCaffrey. He's a legit dual threat quarterback. And if you guys don't know, well, I'm going to tell you, because, I don't see how you could be a football fan or even watching this and not know who Christian McCaffrey is. The guy is, he continues on the trajectory he is and does it for years on end. He'll have a golden jacket one day. He only ran the ball, I think it was 10 times. Let me see what I got here. Yeah, he ran it like 10 times, but he had he ran it more than that, but he had almost 6 yards per carry. But he also catches the ball a lot. And that's what makes him dangerous. He can come out, roll out. He's really good. He was 7-8 last week for, 60 yards and a touchdown. So you really got to watch this guy. I feel like, as far as the Dolphins defense versus this offense, we really need to, keep Cam in the pocket. Don't let him scramble out. We don't want to be trying to, not that he's Cam going to scramble. He's not Lamar Jackson, and he's not Cam of old. But we definitely don't need him getting going with the run game, pulling the energy out of the building, and we definitely don't need to have guys, pushing and sliding over to the sides of the field because of Cam, because then it's going to leave McCaffrey wide open, and that's why it'll really hurt you. If Cam can get extra attention and it pulls that attention away from McCaffrey, we're going to have a long day. So another thing is that their defense is pretty good. Their D is 10th in the league right now against the pass, and they're 4th in yards per attempt. So I'll be honest. I don't watch a lot of Carolina football. I don't plan to other than this week. But I do know their defense is highly ranked, highly touted, and has been pretty good. And now without Sam Darnold in there, who is to me like, I don't know, Sam Darnold is not he is the most wishy-washy quarterback I've ever seen. Sometimes he looks like he can be a real quarterback. Other times, we saw that with Ryan Tannehill, but Ryan Tannehill went to somewhere else and he did better. Looks like Carolina's already given up on him. But now with Cam back there, it's a different offense. And if he gets it going on offense, he can ignite that defense. And we do not want that. Their defense is, pretty friggin' good. They got Hassan Reddick. He's real good. He's got 10.5 sacks on the year. He's, on the other side, they got Burns coming. If you guys let these guys chip away at us, we're going to be in for a long day. They're also second in their division. They're only 2 games back from Tampa Bay. Now, granted, I don't think they're going to catch Tampa Bay. I don't think, let's get real. They're the Super Bowl champs, guys. So I doubt that they're going to catch them. And I don't think they're going to catch them this week either because I really think we're going to win. And I'll get back to that. But really where this team struggles is on 3rd down and 4th down. They only converted 3 of 12 last week. That's with Cam. That's only the measures we can go on because when you got a different quarterback at the helm, you got to kind of go on what he's doing, and that's who they're going to be playing with. So, I don't know, guys. I think on our defensive side, we can do good. On the offensive side, there's some work to be made there, but we shall see. So, as far as the keys to type of victory kind of thing we're going to say here, we got to run the ball. Myles Gaskin's good. I love Myles Gaskin, but we gotta really start committing to more between the tackles run. I know the O-line struggles. I know that, we got a new friggin' center every other week. Seems like finally it's starting to settle down. We're not going to have to shift all these guys all the time. So, but the O-line's going to have to also be real particular on the pass protection. I just got through telling you. Hassan Reddick's got 10.5 sacks. He looks pretty legit. He really does. And it kind of sucks because when he was coming out, I was hoping and praying we would somehow get him. And then, whatever. So Burns, him, we got to pass protect on the edges. Eichenberg, I hope he, is doing good. I know that Jesse Davis has been playing banged up and injured all week. So hopefully he can hang in there one more week. Jeez, dude, I don't know. On defense, we need to stick to this blitz plan, guys. We seen last week against the Jets, when we brought the house, they could do nothing. But it seems like they would line up with that 0 blitz defense, and whenever they would drop back into zone coverage, it wouldn't work. It would blow up in our face. It was kind of like, why are we keep dropping back? And on this team, if it's 3rd and, more than 4, do not drop back. Go at him. It's Cam Newton. He's still kind of, I don't want to say he's figuring out this team, but it wasn't his team. He didn't play there all year last year. So let's keep the pressure on Cam. Let's come at him. If it's 3rd and, medium, let's do this blitzing, guys. Let's hopefully that's what's going to happen. I also think this is a good week for the tight ends. And, Pro Bowl's coming up. Pro Bowl voting's coming up. Mike Gesicki deserves to go to a Pro Bowl for other years and just his body of work at, minimally. He's out here snatching the ball one-handed every week, it seems like. So hopefully he can, get a Pro Bowl nod, and hopefully he'll be the big-time target. I also think Smythe has got a good chemistry going on with Tua finally. And, Adam Shaheen's on the injury report. Who knows? He might have COVID. We know he doesn't have his COVID vaccine. I don't know. They're kind of wishy-washy on that kind of stuff. Coaches, he ain't going to say a friggin' word. But maybe this is the week we get to see some Hunter Long. They trotted him out this week in some interviews. They don't really do that all too often. I haven't seen him interview in a long time. So maybe this is the week we actually get to see some Hunter Long action. That would be dope. I would like to see this kid that we picked in the 3rd round. I've been waiting to see him. Another key to victory, guys, is Tua. It's Tua's arm. It's Tua's leadership. It's what he's been doing. This team is, as we all know, they come out in the first drive and it seems great. Everything does great. And then it's kind of fizzles out all through the game. But Tua's been coming through in the 4th quarter when he's on the field. I don't have his numbers here exactly, but his 4th quarter numbers are damn good. So hopefully it just continues, and hopefully that in-between period where it's from the first drive to the 4th quarter, hopefully we're not watching the Panthers just come back. I'm really hoping that we get a real big-time beatdown of the Panthers. I watched the Panthers, I watched interviews with Christian McCaffrey and Cam Newton and a little bit of Mike Judge and all that stuff, and it just – compared to the interviews with the Dolphins, everyone seems perked up, everyone seems energized, and everyone seems like, they feel like they're a winning team. Even though they have a losing, freaking record, they act like they believe. Like, to them, it's really 1 week, 1 day, 1 assignment at a time. As far as the Panthers, they seemed low. They seemed real low. Cam seemed irritated. They seemed tired. They seemed like they're waiting for that bye week, and I think it's coming next week. They seem like they're looking ahead, chalking this up as a loss. I hope that's the case, because if I had to just measure energies, the Dolphins' energy is 10 times stronger than theirs. So, guys, the NFL Network is picking us to lose. They're experts. They always line up 10 guys, all these different names, and 7 out of 10 says Carolina's going to win. I disagree. I don't think, look, they lost to Washington last week, and Cam had good numbers. It was a good game by all measures of statistics, but not the one that counts. They lost. And I think that continues. Guys, their mascot, the mascot of the Carolina Panthers, his name is Sir Purr. We better not lose to them. No Sir Purr getting, I ain't going to hear it. I don't want to hear Sir Purr beat me. That ain't going to be all right. Let's make sure that they go back to Sir Purr and he can be pet little baby. So, moving on just a little bit, I feel like, I don't know, if I had to just talk and riff, which I plan to do at this moment, I think this team is doing good. I know there's a lot of people. I'm on Twitter more. I'm on Facebook more. I'm doing my fan page, all this stuff. It's exhausting, bro. It is so hard, man. Like, I'm trying, I'm learning. I'll get better. Things will get better. But I got, followers and people I follow and things like that. And, there's a lot of fans are excited for the Dolphins, especially because we're on a 3-game winning streak. But it's like this, I don't know, everyone's waiting for the bottom to drop out. And I wish people would just be a little bit more excited, because I think this winning streak continues. I don't think Carolina can beat this team. I think this defense is really, really, really starting to put it together. The Dolphins defense is been killing it as of late. They're number 1 in QBR hits, quarterback hits. And they've got 23 sacks on the season, averaging 2 a game. How'd that stat miss us? And, earlier in the year, we were on that massive streak of turnovers. Then we had the game where we dropped it. But then again, it still seems like we're getting turnovers all the time. No interceptions, but fumbles, things like that. And this team is putting pressure on. Once Flo, apparently, because that's what I think, once Flo took this defense over, and it was funny when the week that it did happen, they were like, oh, no, it's Boyer. But I think we all see Flo calling out plays on defense. Once he took it over, once he started doing this zero blitz again, once these guys started flying around, we started winning football games, guys. Everyone's seen it. The D looks better. And once the D looks better, they're getting takeaways, big plays. Offense feels energized. Now that Tua's back out there, Tua's leading these guys. I think at home, I think we get a victory. I think we take it to the house. I think we take care of business. I really do. So, that's my kind of keys to victory. I don't know. I don't have graphics to come across. I can't keep this as organized as I can. I mean, I got note cards. You know what I'm saying? I am at basic level right now, guys. But I'll get better. This will get better. Hopefully the internet gets better. I don't know what else I could do for internet. I'm literally plugged into my friggin' thing. So I don't know what else to do. But moving on, we're gonna go over some picks. But before we do, I got the rest of the NFL picks written down over here, who I think's gonna win, and I'll tell you guys why. I do want to go back over a couple of the cards I'm giving away this week, guys. So for all you guys that are new, every week I try to give away some football cards. There's a lot of cards from the 90s and stuff like that. Older players on teams. Some of them might be worth some money, guys. That's up to you to find out if you get them. But if you want them, you got to like, subscribe, then you got to share this video or a video or something on one or more other sites, like Twitter or something. Just tag me in it and then hit me up on an email, thefinstailgate@gmail.com. I'll get you guys these cards. So this week, because we're playing Carolina, and every week when we play a team, I'm going to take players. I'm going to take cards from that team and give them away. So I got Kerry Collins card right here. And I got another one that I'm giving away this week. And then I'm also giving away this Dan Marino card this week. So, and it'll continue to be available until someone takes care of business to get it all. But to get the Dan card, you got to share it on 3 social medias. Email me, give me some info. I'll mail it to you myself. I can't pay you guys for it because, like I said, other show, I'll, if I pay you guys, then now the tax man's knocking on my door, wondering where money's coming from. I ain't got money, so don't ask me for none, please. So, anyhow, we're going to go over the rest of the games. And I'm going to tell you my picks. And I'm going to tell you a brief, why I think this team's going to win or this team's going to lose. So, we got the Steelers in Cincy against the Bengals. I think the Steelers are going to win. The Steelers have been big boying, and, Bengals they've been getting beat up by the Steelers for years. And I know that the Steelers are like 5-6-1 or 5-5-1, whatever their stupid record is, because they got a tie, which is ridiculous. And I know it's in Cincy, but I don't think they're going to win. That's it. Tampa versus the Colts. Tampa Bay is going to win, guys. I mean, I know they only got 7 wins. We're talking Tom Brady here. And I know the Colts have been what seems to be on a mad tear. They're going to lose. Next game is the Dolphins and the Panthers. You already know I'm picking the Dolphins. Never do I not pick the Dolphins. I will ride or die. Always choose them to win. Anytime I'm going to knock off my, rattle off my NFL picks, I'm not going to really go over the Dolphins because I'm always picking them. The next is the Titans versus New England. The game is in New England. A lot of people seem to think that the Titans are going to lose this game. I don't. I know that I think it was one of their big-time players. I think it was Julio Jones or something is injured or something like that. But, it seems like New England's just racking up wins. I don't even know who they're beating because I don't follow them as well as I should. But the Titans are going to win this game, guys. There's just no freaking way. I can't see that. I hope not, man. I hate New England. God, I hope they don't win. The next game is the Giants and the Eagles. Everyone thinks the Eagles are going to win. That's why I think the Giants are going to win. It's kind of what I do. I know it sounds crazy, and the Giants suck, guys. I get it. And the Eagles look great, but forget the Eagles, bro. They ain't nothing. They got all these picks in the first round next year. They could afford to lose one game and slide back on some of them picks. Giants upset. Let's go, Giants. Beat up those Eagles. Now, this other game, we got the Jags versus Atlanta. It's in Atlanta. I think Jacksonville is going to win this game. I think Jacksonville squeaks out another win. It'll be good for Sunshine over there and Jayville and Atlanta. I don't know if Cordell Patterson's going to be playing. If Cordell Patterson doesn't play, they're going to lose that game. Cordell Patterson seems to be their entire offense. So, goodbye. Jets versus the Titans, or excuse me, the Texans in Texas, whatever the heck you want to call it, Houston. I think the Jets win this game. I'm not sure if Flacco's still going to be their quarterback. I don't think they've officially announced one way or another, but I'm pretty certain Flacco's going to be their quarterback. And we beat him last week. The Texans beat the Titans last week, guys. I don't think they're going to be putting together wins and stringing them together. I know I picked the Jags to win, but I think the Jets pull off a win this week against the Texans. I think they're going to have a bit of a hangover after, beating the Titans and stuff like that. Denver at the Chargers. I think Denver wins this game. It's Denver. It's in Denver. And that's why I think Denver's going to win this game. I'm still kind of shaky on Herbert. I see he's got a big NFL arm, but I think that big NFL arm is going to be hard in that high altitude. I think he's going to sail a few. I think he's going to look a lot like Josh Allen did early in his career. So I think he's going to just really have some trouble in that high altitude game. And I think Denver pulls out that win. The next game I got is the LA Rams at Green Bay. And I think the Rams win. I know everyone's high on Green Bay, and let's get real, they got Aaron Rodgers. And I know the Rams, lost, and they seem to lose every time they're in prime time. But I think this is the game where Odell Beckham comes out. I think their offense starts getting it together, and I think they just overwhelm in points. I think it's a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be like, 31-28, maybe even more, 34-31. But I think the Rams come out with that victory. Next game is the Vikings at San Francisco. I think the Vikings pull out a win here. Actually, I really want the Vikings to pull out a win here, as all Dolphins fans should, because, I think we traded with, I forget what it was. It was the 6th pick and traded back and all that stuff. I can't think of the numbers. I'm a little burnt out, but Vikings going to win. Goodbye, Niners. Go to bed. Go home. The next is the Browns and the Ravens. And I'm picking the Browns in this game. The Ravens, I don't want to say they're on a skid since we beat them, but I really think, I think the Browns are just going to take it to them. I've seen the Browns over since the Baker Mayfield era has started. We've seen the Browns kind of not get beat up by the Ravens like they used to. I think this is the week where the Browns kind of get things going in the right direction again. And they beat the Ravens. And now look at that. It's like a nice big friggin' run for first place in the AFC over there in that division. And then the last game is Seattle against Washington. And the game is in Washington. Now, Washington, they won last week against Carolina. And I think a lot of people are going to pick Washington. But I don't know, man. Like Seattle, like, where have they been? And I know Russell Wilson was hurt and Carson's been hurt and all this stuff. I think this is the week that they get right. I think this is the week. I think they beat Washington. I think they take care of business. I think when it's all said and done towards the end of the year, we see, Russell Wilson doing what Russell Wilson does, willing his team to the playoffs. That guy's legit. So I don't know. I think Washington goes down this weekend. I almost want to call that my lock of the week, because I might even throw a couple bones on that bad boy, because I think the numbers are gonna be very good in my favor to take Seattle plus the points and win that bet. So, all right, guys. That's all I got. I was just coming on here real quick. It's kind of late, way later than I wanted. I've been trying to mess with this for like an hour and a half, just fiddling around with the internet, fiddling around with these notes I've been putting together all week. It's been a crazy, crazy week. I'm sure it has for everybody with Thanksgiving and all that other stuff. And I got family coming in. I've been out here pressure washing all day. I'm all sunburned a little bit. and it's cold in Florida. And I know everyone's like, oh, it's cold in Florida. How cold can it be? Okay, it's like 57 degrees. But for me, I'm a Floridian. It's freezing. I'm freezing my ass off. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. And as it gets colder, I'll freeze my ass off more. I can't handle the cold. I like the heat. I like the beach. I want to live at the beach in the heat only. And I like the Heat basketball team as well. Booyah. So either way, guys, please like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you guys are thinking. Holler at me. Don't forget, got these cards, giving some away. Help a brother out, guys. You know, I'm really trying hard to figure out all this stuff, trying to make time in my life, trying to make it where it's a little bit more scheduled. So then, like, you guys can expect, hey, Chris is going to put out a video on Tuesday. Chris is going to put out a video on Wednesday. I haven't figured all this out yet. I haven't even figured out how to run my Facebook page all that much. But I did figure out that I'm pretty good at not shutting up. And anyone who really knows me knows I don't shut up. So I will continue to put out content, and I hope it's good content. And if it's not, tell me you don't like it. I don't care. I'm going to work hard. So that's all I know how to do, really, is work hard and outwork anything and anyone I can. And it's only me I'm trying to compete with. Everyone else that I come in contact with, I'm trying to be part of the Dolphins family. You know, my guys over at Go Time Dolphins, earlier this week, I went on with Kadeem, our boy Charlie. If you guys aren't subscribing to Go Time Dolphins, you need to. They put out great content. Charlie's been sick. Please, guys, send your prayers out to Charlie. It's Charlie Touche over at Go Time Dolphins. He's been battling, a bunch of pneumonia and stuff. So hopefully he gets better. Hopefully he gets back on with his boy Kadeem. Hopefully we get some more episodes. Charlie, if you're seeing this, man, I'm pulling for you, dog. I know you'll be better, and we'll be seeing you again. And hopefully the three of us can get linked up and do some chatting like we've been planning on doing. But with that, guys, that's it for me. This is, the Finn's tailgate party. It never stops. So whether you like this episode or not, I'm going to be coming back, guys. So until then, holla.